Well, hey there guys, it's your favorite backyard geographer again, out in the garage, going through my junk, and I thought of you. You know, speaking of the garage, have you ever tried helping one of your parents with something around the house and they say, yeah, sure, go in the garage and get me that monkey wrench and the C-clamp and the 7/38 socket that might be metric or imperial, I don't even know. The reason why we don't know what those things are is because we were missing something in our childhood, specifically in high school. We never had what they did, which was the official ABCs of hand tools made by Walt Disney Studios in 1943. So the ABCs of hand tools was a booklet published for the Armed Forces of the United States back in 1943, specifically for helping in the training of mechanics in charge of servicing, maintenance, and repairs of equipment used in modern warfare. To make the booklet more fun and interesting, Walt Disney Productions was commissioned to supply the illustrations. So enter Primitive Pete, the unsuspecting victim who shows us the wrong way to do things and the troubles which result from it. Primitive Pete would also make his debut in 1943 in a short called Reason and Emotion, and according to Disney legend Dave Smith, it was a morale-building wartime film presenting an explanation and demonstration of how to combat emotions within our minds. So in 1945, the book would be reproduced and distributed by General Motors. 1946 would bring a 31-minute cartoon version of the text directed by Bill Roberts, who started working for Disney in 1938 till his death in 1974. Fun fact, he worked on projects such as The Brave Little Tailor, Fantasia, Dumbo, Bambi, Saludos Amigos, and Fun and Fancy Free. This film in particular would be redistributed across the nation in shop or auto classes across high school. So I want to speak to the book again. This was designed specifically for the armed forces. So when people were being drafted and being pulled into the service in World War II, they wanted something silly but interesting and engaging to give to everyone to teach them the proper tools, how to hold them, what they were called. So if I open this up here, it says within the foreword, this book was prepared originally in slightly different form for the use by the Armed Forces of the United States. It was supplied in large quantities to help in the training of mechanics, those men who were charged with serving, maintenance, and repair of that vast supply of mechanized equipment used in modern warfare. The material was selected primarily with this in mind. That being said, it was then reproduced and designed for shop classes taught in the US. Now, going back to Pete, does anyone recognize this caricature of a famous Disney legend? As you can see, throughout this entire book, he's been seen here doing what not to do in all of these circumstances. You know, keep screwdriver shank vertical to screw the head, never at an angle. Never use pliers on a screwdriver. Always select the right size of the screwdriver. It was just really, again, this is something very different, very unique. Something that's really part of American history. You know, this is a textbook essentially for those that were learning how to use know what tools were needed, how to properly use a wrench, the different sizings, how to use them, adequately. In the back, they have the glossary where they show all the different tools with the name, which is kind of funny because growing up, I remember when I'd help my grandfather in the garage, he'd say, Jeremy, go get a screwdriver. And he would never say which one. It was always the wrong one. It was either the Phillips, one with the plus sign, or the minus, or the regular one. And so I learned real quick, just get both, because it was just easier that way. I'll go get a screwdriver, because if you get both, you don't get yelled at. You got better chances that way. But anyway, different types of tools that would have been utilized and things to learn. I don't know, maybe you took an auto class and you had one of these. I know my brother took auto in high school and he did not have one of these. He kept calling it a lug nutter. But maybe you are a mechanic and you wish you had something like this to share with your other workers. Be sure to like the video, comment below, subscribe, and we'll talk soon. Well, hey there guys, it's your favorite backyard geographer again, out in the garage with my junk, and I thought of you. You know, I don't know what I was gonna say, because I don't have anything on there. I was gonna have to wing it. I forgot I have to wing that one.